Hi viewers, welcome to Shaker's Bio Factory for NEET. If you like this video, subscribe my channel and click on bell icon to get notification. In this video, I am going to explain one of the topic in anatomy of flowering plants. It is tissue systems. In a plant body, different tissues are associated to each other and forms a complex structure. It is called tissue system, and all tissues in a tissue system it work as a unit. On the basis of their structure and location in plant body, there are three types of tissue systems. In this, the first one is epidermal tissue system or dermal tissue system. The second type is ground tissue system or fundamental tissue system. And third type is vascular tissue system or conducting tissue system. And all these tissue systems present in plant body serves or performs different functions. The first type is epidermal tissue system. In plant body, the tissue system which can form outermost covering layer in plant body is called as epidermal tissue system. And this epidermal tissue system it directly contact with surrounding environment, and according to that response plant body it will be response. The epidermal tissue system it consists of various spots like epidermis, epidermal structures like stomata, and epidermal appendages like trichomes and root hairs. The first part in epidermal tissue system is epidermal cells. So epidermis it is the outermost layer of a primary plant body consists of living parenchymatous cells. In this epidermis, the epidermis generally composed with parenchyma cells with a single layer, and each and every epidermal cell it is elongated, compactly arranged and forms a continuous layer around plant body. The epidermal cells are generally living cells, that's why it possesses a large central vacuole, and around this vacuole peripheral cytoplasm is present in the form of lining. Along with that, the epidermal cells consist of cell wall with nucleus in its cytoplasm, but there is no chloroplast in its structure. Along with this, the outer side of epidermis it is covered with one waxy layer. It is called cuticle layer. So the main function of this cuticle layer is it reduces water loss. But this cuticle is completely absent in root epidermis, and along with that hydrophytes epidermis. The second part in epidermal tissue system is that is epidermal structures called stomata. Stomata, these are the minute pores present in the epidermis of leaf and young stem. In the structure of each stomata, it consists of two specialized cells called God cells, and these two God cells are present around stomatal pore. And these God cells are living in nature, and these cells consist of chloroplast and regulate the stomatal movement during opening and closing of stomata. In the structure of each God cells, we can observe their shape, like in case of dicotyledon plants, the God cells are in either bean shape or kidney shape. But in case of monocots like grasses, the God cells are present with dumbbell shape. The very most important characteristic feature of the God cell is the cell wall of God cells, which is present towards pore. That is called inner cell wall. It is very thick and elastic in nature. But the remaining cell wall present around the God cells, that is thin and non-elastic in nature. Along with that, the epidermal cells, especially the specialized God cells present around the stomata, these having their different shape, size, and along with this God cells, the God cell having a chloroplast in its structure, except God cells, in remaining epidermal cells there is no chloroplast. Along with that, a few epidermal cells which are present around God cells, they become specialized in their size and shape, and these are named as subsidiary cells or accessory cells. The stomata which is present around the pore, these stomata with the help of God cells, it performs and regulate transpiration and gases exchange function. The stomata apparatus, it is called stomatal pore. Along with the stomatal pore, the God cells and surrounding subsidiary cells, all it becomes into that is stomatal apparatus. The third part in epidermal tissue system is epidermal appendages. In this, one is trichome and other one is root hair. The epidermal appendages, these are the small outgrowth structures. It forms from epidermis like root hair and trichome. So root hair, generally root hair, it is a unicellular and elongation of epidermal cells, slender in shape, and it helps in absorption of water and minerals present in between soil grains. Along with that, the stem epidermis, it consists of multicellular hair-like structures called as trichomes. So each trichome present in shoot system, it is multicellular in nature. In sometimes it may be branched or unbranched. Along with that, it may be soft or stiff in nature. Sometimes these trichomes may even can perform secretory function. The trichomes, it helps in to prevent water loss like transpiration. The second tissue system is ground or fundamental tissue system. So in the transverse section of plant body, except epidermis and vascular bundles, the remaining portion is called as ground tissue system. In this ground tissue system, it consists of various simple tissues like parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. All these cells present in the structure of ground tissue system. The parenchymatous cells are usually present in various parts of transverse section like cortex, pericycle, pith, medullary rays. Along with that, the parenchyma cells present mainly in primary stem and root in plant body. Along with that, the ground tissue system in case of leaf, which is present in between epidermal layers. This ground tissue system consists of thin cell-walled cells with more number of chloroplasts is called as mesophyll. The third tissue system is vascular or conducting tissue system. In plant body, the complex tissues like xylem and phloem both becomes into vascular tissue system in plants. At the same time, in plant body, both xylem and phloem tissues are collectively called vascular bundles. On the basis of the position of both xylem and phloem present inside of the stele of root stem, the vascular bundles are categorized into two types. One is radial vascular bundles and second one is conjoint vascular bundles. In case of radial vascular bundles, it is a special type of arrangement of vascular bundles seen in roots. In this arrangement, both xylem and phloem within vascular bundles are arranged alternatively on different radial walls. Such arrangement is called as radial arrangement, and these vascular bundles are called as radial vascular bundles. These type of vascular bundles are commonly seen in transverse section of dicot and monocot roots. The second type of vascular bundle is conjoint vascular bundles. In this type, when xylem and phloem, these are situated on same radius of vascular bundle, and such arrangement is called as conjoint, and these vascular bundles are called as conjoint vascular bundles. In this conjoint vascular bundles, generally the phloem tissue it present at outer side or peripheral, and xylem it present inside. Along with it, these vascular bundles are common in case of stem transverse section and leaf vertical section of both monocots and dicots. On the basis of presence of or absence of cambium or secondary meristematic tissue, these conjoint vascular bundles are again two types. In this, the one is a open type of vascular bundle consists of cambium. Closed type of vascular bundle not consist of cambium. In open vascular bundles, so in this type, in between phloem and xylem, so there is a cambium. So cambium is secondary meristematic tissue present from beginning, and due to presence of cambium in between phloem and xylem, that vascular bundles are called as open vascular bundles. In this open vascular bundle, the cambium it have ability to form secondary xylem, secondary phloem during secondary growth. These are called as secondary tissues. Best example for this, transverse section of dicot stem. In closed vascular bundles, there is no cambium. The cambium is completely absent in between xylem and phloem. Such vascular bundles are called as closed vascular bundles. In this closed vascular bundles, due to absence of cambium, there is no formation of a secondary xylem and secondary phloem during secondary growth. So secondary growth is completely absent. Such vascular bundles are seen in, there is no secondary growth along with this. These are seen in transverse section of monocot stem, root, along with the leaves of dicot and monocot. These are example for closed type of vascular bundles. These are the different type of tissue systems present in plant body. Thanks for watching.